Hi, I'm back with another video, and this time it's the Tide Clean Boost Fabric Rinse 3 times odor. Cleans deep, breaks down residue, and freshens fabrics. Original. Used with detergent. I bought this back in January when the water went out, and then we got it back turned back on. I knew I was going to need it for all the towels and rags because we were using the Clorox laundry sanitizer, but I don't know if they've gotten those back in stores or not because my grocery store hasn't gotten it. And so I haven't been using anything. I tried the Lysol one that they had. I thought it smelled nice, like a lot of people said. And I thought it did a really good job on the towels and rags because that's mostly what I used it on. And my only problem was how much you had to use to put in the washing machine. That was my only problem with it. And then the Clorox laundry sanitizer, my only problem with that is having to get in there quickly to the rinse cycle because we don't have one of those that lets you know it's a rinse cycle. So you got constantly getting up, looking in, checking, and listening to see if it's at the rinse cycle part of it. And so that's my only problem with Clorox one. So I knew I was going to need something to help. And so they had this Tide one, and then they had, I think, 2 Dawn ones. I'm thinking I might try the 2 Dawn ones before I decide if I'm going to buy these, stick with this one or not. But so far I've been liking this one. As you can see, this is how much we've used since January. This has been used on clothes, towels, rags. I like the fact that you put your laundry detergent in and then you put in the this stuff instead of having to wait to put it in and wait for a rinse cycle and that kind of thing. So I really do like that, because when we started using it, it was like, how does it work? Do we have to wait for the rinse cycle? I'm like, no, you just pour it in, because we have one of those little doohickeys like that, but I think ours says bleach. And I'm like, I don't know if it works, if we even have it, because it says it on the washing machine doesn't mean we actually have the little thing for doing it, as I found out when I was reading the manual for it once. Some of this stuff is listed, but it doesn't say we actually have it. And so I just pour a little bit in. Sometimes I use the cap, and other times I just pour it in, and it's like they said to pour it in, and if you need a little extra, to pour a little bit extra in. And I was like, okay. So I poured a little in, and since those towels and rags were sitting there for so long, I decided to pour a little extra in. And so far, like I said, I think it might be doing something. I always say that about all this because I never know if it actually means it or not. But it has made them smell clean, so that none of them smelled horrible. Especially after that moment, I think this is really a good one if you have if you can't find the laundry sanitizer and that kind of thing. This Tide one, and probably the Downy ones. Like I said, I'm gonna try those later. We really do work for if you're stuck with no water and your towels are gonna be smelling, because they did a great job. Because none of the towels have smelled, and they were all looked nice and clean and smelled nice. And so I definitely like this Tide Clean Boost Fabric Rinse 3 times odor power. Original. Like I said, I'm gonna try the 2 Downy ones before I make my commitment on if I'll buy this on a permanent basis. I mean, I will buy it again, just not sure if it'll be like a permanent thing, because this was kind of expensive. I mean, it is kind of a big bottle, but still. And like I said, that's how much we've used so far. I like the fact that it doesn't tell you to use a ton like the Lysol one did. And people kept swearing there was a big old bottle of the Lysol fabric sanitizer thingy they have, but I never did see the big bottle. And like I said, so far my grocery store hasn't gotten the Clorox laundry sanitizer one back in yet. So this one's a good one. I believe this one will be one I'll be getting on a regular basis whenever I need some more. So this has been from January to now in February. On this day, February 15th, this is when I'm making this video. So this is actually a pretty decent bottle, I have to say. So this is the Tide Clean Boost Fabric Rinse. Thank you for watching. Bye.